Hi everyone, so today I'm going to talk about what is overloading and what is ambiguous invocation. Okay, so first, before you get into what is overloading and ambiguous invocation, what you need to know is what is method. So method is essentially a block of code that helps you to perform a specific task. So for instance, I create a function here. I call it add. So this function, what it's going to do is it's going to add up the numbers for me. So I just use print line, the function print line, to add up these two variables. So notice that there is a red line under N1 and N2. This is because we need to pass in the parameters for these two variables. Okay, done. So in order to use this whole function, what you can do is you can go to the under this main method and you just call it, put in the value 1, 2. And then what it's going to do here is this function is going to add the value that I put in 1 and 2 and do the addition. So when I click this run button, you can see the answer is 3. Okay. And now we are going to talk about what is the overloading. So overloading is basically means that you have another function with the same name. Alright. As you can see, the name here is add and this is also add. So the difference is the second function, I'm going to do the same thing, but this time I will actually change the parameter data type to double. Okay. So in Java, if you have the same name, basically it's restricted. But because of this overloading with the different parameters, we can use the same function name. So just for example, if I delete this, I put it as int, and I delete this, I put it as int. It will actually give you an error. So this is because the functions is already exist. So it doesn't make sense for you to add another function with the same name and with the same parameter. So it will perform the same job. So change it to double, then it will actually perform a different job. All right. So if you put here add 1, 1 and 2.2. So what's going to happen here is when you call this first line, first function, it will actually execute here. But if you call the function here, it will actually goes to this second method here. So let me prove to you by I'm going to copy this one and then this one. We just write here this is first method. Here we're going to copy and paste as well, but I will put it as a second method. So when I click run, you can see this is the first method. So 1 plus 2 is 3. This is first method. And then when I plus 1.1 and 2.2, this is second method. Okay. So you have understand what is overloading means. It means that you can have the same function name, but it perform a different task. All right. So now I'm going to continue on what is ambiguous invocation. So I'm going to delete this. All right. Now, let's say I'm going to change this data type to double. Okay. And then we'll change this to, sorry, I should change this to int. All right. As you can see, this one prompt up an error. Reference to add is ambiguous. What does that mean? It means that when you are calling this function at the main method, you're calling this to, the programs doesn't know which one should be executed because 1 plus 2 is you can actually use it. You can run under the method 1, the first method, or actually can goes under the second method. So what happened is both is true. Both can be used, but the program doesn't know which one to choose. So this is ambiguous invocation. So in order to solve this, what you can do is either you are going to delete this function. You can see it's okay, or you can delete the first function. So left the program no choice but to run only this. All right. But if let's say you don't want to delete these two, what you can do is you just set it back the original. And then the program will understand, okay, when I see 1 and 2, I will run here, the first one, because this is reserved for double. Okay, I hope this video helps. Thank you for watching.